Welcome to the first episode of We Are Doomed. This your host, Mike. Just call me Mike. My name is less important. Now, the channel We Are Doomed, we are doomed. It's all about the fact that if we don't take care of what's in front of us and what we living on, then we are doomed for real. The first part about this, what I want you to understand, is I'm going to talk about the oceans. Now, the oceans and the water bears life. I want you to understand that the same water that is been since Napoleon, Constantine, uh, some of your black scholars like Selassie, uh, any of your people back in the times, the same water that was on the planet then is the same water that's on the planet now. And water bears life. Without water, as we can prove it, life cannot exist. Alright? Before I go into what I'm about to show you, which you're probably looking at on the screen right now, I want to explain to you what's God. Because I believe too many people are worried about something outside of themselves when they should be worried about what's in front of you. Because even the Word, even the Bible, that a lot of people believe in and trust in, says that how can you love me and you don't love your brother that's right next to you, right? So the fact of the matter is we must start to love the things that are right here in front of us instead of worrying about something that's outside of us. Now, let me tell you, God is the creation, the recreation, and the sustenance of everything that we know. That's the model of God that you know. God that you know, that you believe, that your grandmama told you about, that your father and your mother told you about, is a God that can create, it can recreate, and it can sustain life within itself. Right? The earth right here is our home. It's the only thing that we can prove. And it displays the acts and works of God as we know. When your grandmama died, you was alive. When your friend died, you was alive. We got recorded history of people that done lived hundreds and thousands of years before us. So the only thing that we can prove right now is the things that are in front of us right now. As far as we know, this earth plane is going to continue to exist. As far as we know. It's the only thing that we can prove. It's the only thing that we can put our hands on tangent and see create, recreate, and sustain life. Like I said, water carries all life. And we depend upon water to live. Everything on this planet depends upon water to live. Right? Okay. So what you need to understand is that if we don't take care of the very water that's been here on this planet in the times of Selassie, in the times of your Narmer, in the times of your Caesars, in the time of your Serapises, in the time of your any of these people that used to live back then, it's the same water that's here that was here then. It's the same water that's here now. Nobody can prove anything outside of that. Nobody done died and came back. I'm not talking about the little boy that wrote the book, the little white boy that wrote the book, talking about he died, went to see heaven and came back and told us a story. Not about the people that died and said they felt hell or whatever and came back. Nobody can prove what somebody's mind, the light frequencies of somebody's mind projected to them as they died. We can't put our tangent hands on it, but what we can put our hands on in the tangent is the things that are in front of us right now. And if we don't take care of the things that are in front of us right now, then we are all perished. Too many people have been distracted by a lot of things that are happening out here in society. And you need to pay attention to the stuff that's right in front of you. Everything on this earth coincides with each other. So if we do the things to the least of them, then we doing them to ourselves. Because as we know, we are all one. There's nothing outside of us. I want to go ahead and get to this point because I'm done reading my notes. Yes, I wrote notes, but I'm done reading it. I want you to look at something on this screen. Seriously. I want you to look at something that is on this screen right now. I'm about to show you. This is horrible. It's damning. It's not right. It's tampering with other life forms. It's causing other beings to not be able to enjoy this plane, this infinite plane as we know it. And somebody else is benefiting on the destruction of this plane. Stop playing with me. I'm about to show you something. Look at this. It's some bullshit. Look here. I wish I could have this mess here on repeat. Just to engrave it in your mind. The water can't even damn breathe. This is horrible. And people around here on this planet worrying about a goddamn entity that's outside of the earth that you can't even prove. And the people on the coast of the Dominican Republic dealing with this. Look at this. This is terrible. And this ain't the only ocean in the world that's dealing with this. This is the water that we have to consume. Look, this is the same water that evaporates into the atmosphere. It goes into the atmosphere, it rains back down, it goes into our plants, and it circulates all over and over. This is the same water. Do you know that there are fishes, shrimps, sentient beings that are dealing with this water? This mess here. Look. So you really about to tell me to worry about how to fix whether black folks are oppressed, how to fix whether people don't know whether they boys or girls, how to fix taxes and laws and things over here when you dealing with something like this? This is terrible. The water can't even breathe. Look here, man. God is the recreation, the creation, and sustaining of everything that we know. And when we do things like this to tamper the word of God, when we do things like this to tamper the infinite plane of existence, that's crazy. We don't even care about ourselves. If we are a part of this same atmosphere, if we are a part of this same earth, if we are a part of the water that you're looking at, a part of the ground that you're looking at, if we are a part of the atmosphere, don't nobody know where anybody came from. As far as all we know, the first humans come from this place, whatever it is that we own. And if we are part of this right here that we own, and we're not taking care of this, the source of life, chicken, look at here, a chicken pack, look, Lord help. Look in the devil. Lord. Milk bottles, Hawaiian punch, chicken packs. Look at this mess. Paper plates from your barbecue, Sprite bottles. Obey your thirst, but don't obey the earth. Don't obey the plane. Obey your thirst before you even obey the planet that you live on. Look at this mess. This is horrible. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. I'm going to show you one thing. Now, I can't tell somebody how to spend their money. I can't tell somebody what to do with their money and their resources. But damn it, you're not finna tell me this mess. You ain't finna tell me this mess. Somebody need to do something about this. And if I had the money, if people get on here in the threads to tell me some, well, why don't you do it with your money? Because I'm broke and I ain't got none. But it's somebody on this planet that do got a lot of money. Look at this mess. Y'all sickening me. Look at this mess. I'm just finna show you one. I'm not finna keep dealing with this. Look at this mess here. Look. Highest earning companies. This company made $2.62 billion. And I'm going to stop right. I'm not even finna go into nobody else's business. $2.62 billion. You mean to tell me somebody can't hire all these people that's unemployed sitting over here in these houses in the middle of the day? Somebody can't get somebody over here in the middle of these states that ain't doing nothing but wasting their time, drugged up, drunk up, hurting people, being locked up, funneled into a prison farm. People that are not in school, people say they want to go travel abroad and study abroad. You mean to tell me you can't take one of them billions or one of them millions of dollars and take care of these and pay these people an all expenses paid trip to go over here and clean up this mess? This is horrible. The sea is dead. Look. $2.62 billion. And on that screen y'all just seen, it was several companies on there that made well over $1 billion. You mean to tell me you can't go pay somebody to put whatever up in here need to go up in here and pay for this to get this stuff cleaned up? Don't come to me with all these laws and regulations. Well, the state don't want to do this, the country don't want to do that. It's regulations. We can't just go over here and say, man, this is our earth plane. When did we start letting somebody come and tell us what's not ours? This is our earth. Y'all sickening me, man. Where did this go? People sitting up here worrying about Nipsey. People sitting up here worrying about what I'm going to do for education. How I'm going to pay this bill. How I'm going to pay that bill. This is terrible. And you sit up here and look at the water up here dying. This some bullshit. Look, if we don't focus on trying to take care of the very thing that's taking care of us, then like I say all the time, man, we doomed. We are doomed. This Mike, man. You can find us on We Are Doomed on Facebook. Join the group. Like the page. Like and subscribe to this because there's going to be plenty of more videos coming out because we need to expose what's really going on. Before you can think about a career, before you can think about a God, before you can think about an education, before you can think about any of that, this plane here gives us everything that we need to survive. And look what we're doing to it. We don't. It's some bullshit.